Hola, mis amores. Welcome back to Messages from Lahierophant. To my day ones that have been with me from the beginning, you know I love you guys with all of my heart. And if you are new or unfamiliar to my channel, welcome and thank you so much for joining me today. I want to thank everyone for their understanding and patience throughout the month of March as I lacked on my content creation. I had to travel back from Puerto Rico to Georgia, and with Venus and Mercury being in retrograde, it was kind of kicking my ass, and I just needed to relax and reflect for a bit. So, if you are new, my disclaimer is I am a very blunt reader. I do not sugarcoat anything, and I have an unapologetic potty mouth. I am prone to bursting out in a song from time to time to get these messages across as well. Also, I am not a fortune teller. What I will do is give you a sneak peek into the energies of your life and advise on how to approach them, as well as receive and learn your life's lessons according to your soul contract. Please keep in mind that many times in life there is no right or wrong decision. Your goal is to simply enjoy the experience, journey, and lessons life is giving to you at the moment. Now, I have already cleansed the energy of my cards and my space before starting. So I'm just going to run my jippers and you take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But before I jump right in and get it cracking, do me a favor, take a deep breath, blow it all out, and open yourself and your mind up to the messages Spirit wants you to receive today. All right, so this message is for Capricorn. Let's see here. What all we have for you all for the month of April. Okay. All righty, Capricorns. The month of April, you've got two twos representing an accord, pact, bond, or mistrust. And then you've got two threes, which is representing a calming influence or safety. You've also got the father and mother of coins. Your overall is the ace of knives, and your only major arcana card is the high priestess. So the month of April is really asking you, Capricorn, to really tap into your intuition, tap into what is that your gut is telling you about some type of accord, let's say some type of contract that you have, or again, agreement that you may be in where there could be some type of mistrust, where there could be some type of um, kind of need for reevaluation, right? Let's talk about let's talk about your two twos first of all. So you got the two of knives, which is telling me that there's some type of stalemate regarding this contract, agreement, bond that you have going on. And you're trying to figure out what are your options. You're trying to figure out what action you should be taking in order to move forward within this agreement, this partnership that you may have, right? Now, as we look at your two threes, the three of baskets and the three of coins, it seems as if this has been a really fun type of accord, right? There was a lot of celebratory energy there at one point in time, but it almost seems that right now it's a situation where it's a one-sided. You're giving more than the other person is putting in, right? And this is why we're over here with your father and mother of coins. Okay, so there's almost this energy as if it's definitely a financial or a monetary thing that is one-sided, right? It's almost like one of you in this partnership, contract, accord is giving more financially to what this is than the other. And there is an energy here that this could pay off in the long run because there is celebratory energy here. But there's also kind of like you, Capricorn, trying to figure out, is it worth it in the end? There is an energy here that is really indicating you needing to be fiscally, don't not, we're needing to reevaluate emotional spending, and we need to reevaluate how we think about money and finances moving forward. And so with this Ace of Knives, it's almost as if that knife is cutting through the cloud of confusion, or cutting through kind of like the bullshit that maybe somebody is feeding you regarding the accord. Again, using your intuition as far as when someone shows you who they are, believe them. Using your intuition on whether you're making smart investments. Okay. If this is from a financial standpoint, it seems as if this is a profitable contract. This is a profitable accord. However, it's really going to require you to invest in yourself, invest in the opportunity. Okay. Now, within that investment energy, again, there is something going on here with the Two of Knives and the Two of Wands, as far as you really trying to figure out the balance of the action you need to take versus the money you need to spend versus the thoughts that you're thinking. You really need to be in a structured way with your money this month. Okay. We don't need to do any emotional spending this month. And I really feel like as long as you are using your intuition, as long as you're really sitting in a space of clear, sitting in a space of clarity, gaining, listening to what your gut is telling you regarding signing contracts, regarding um, regarding your finances specifically, you're going to have a moment of clarity at the end. You're going to cut through all of the fogginess and cloudiness that may be unclear right now. You're going to experience a moment of clarity regarding whatever this contract, regarding this accord or pact or mistrust is. There is an energy here of you maybe being not surprised, right? It's like, I'm not surprised that this happened. You're disappointed, but not surprised that this is the outcome, because you already had a gut feeling. Your intuition was already telling you that there was going to be some type of need to either spend some money, save some money, dissolve this contract, not go with this person, figure out this partnership in whatever way that it is. Let's go ahead and move past these and get some clarification cards for you all, Capricorn. Your clarification cards, you landed on the key as your overall, which is really Spirit telling you when one door closes, another one's going to open. And I feel that that's the case this month with you all, Capricorn. Look at that, the ring. So we're really talking about, again, contracts, partnerships. It's almost as if you've been going over the situation over and over again. And look at that, the crossroads, more decision making energy, 22. So now you had the Two of Wands and the Two of Swords. Now you've got the crossroads, which is 22. Big Two energy is telling you that a decision is going to be made and must be made. You do have options. You just have to choose the correct path. Now with this anchor energy, I'm getting two different messages here for you all, Capricorn. For some of you all, you are stuck with this energy. You are going to be anchored to something or someone that is going to drag you down to the depths of the ocean, like the Mami Wata here. And this is a toxic, repetitive cycle that you are in. And Spirit is almost like telling you, when are you going to break it? Now, for some of you guys, you're stuck. You signed the contract. Now you're just trying to figure out how to navigate this energy and how to go about moving forward now that you're in this contract with this individual. This is an abusive, deteriorating energy. This is something that is going to wear you down, Capricorn. And within that, the Spirit is really needing you to close the door on this chapter. For some of you all, you won't be able to do that. For some of you all, you're literally going to have to deal with the abuse, this could be verbal abuse. This could be someone abusing themselves. This could be, you know, some type of vice or drug, and it is deteriorating your relationship, one with yourself, your relationship with others, and you're going to have to make the choice to leave this alone. For some of you guys, this could be a partnership. This could be like a literal person that is really just dragging you down. And Spirit is asking you to make the decision to close the chapter. Okay. Let's go on over here to your energetic exchanges. Excuse me, these are encounters. Your energetic encounters. You've got sensei. So within this sensei energy, I don't know if you can see, I might have to, I'm just going to put it down. And what I'll do is I'll make sure that I scan it in so that you can really see it. I think maybe right here you can see. You see all these stairs, Capricorn? You are having to really go up and deal with a long, arduous journey. It is tiring in order for you to learn a hard lesson. A lot of this has to do with past choices. A lot of this has to do with secrets. We've got the librarian. So you've got moon energy here. Sensei is someone that you learn from, and you've got the librarian. And that is a place where you go to learn information. And Spirit is really asking you the month of April to take a long, hard look at the information and the hard facts of your life, the hard facts. Remember the high priestess energy. Yeah, it was the high priestess energy. That what is your intuition telling you? What have you learned? What knowledge are you obtaining from this situation that is leaving you in a spirit of stagnancy and a spirit of just being stuck in toxicity? When are you going to learn the lesson? I'm hearing when someone shows you who they are, you should believe them. Okay, now. There's also an energy here. What have you learned from the past? What has the past taught you in order for you not to repeat the same cycles? Remember the ring card, going over the same thing over and over again. Let's not be insane. Let's not do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. You already know how this situation is going to end. Your intuition is telling you that. Look, energetic exchanges, you got the white flag, the arena, and you've got Goddess Genie. So this is telling you, be careful what you wish for. You just might get it, right? For some of you guys, you were hoping and wishing, hoping for this contract, hoping for this partnership, praying for this connection, this accord, this bond, and come to find out, you know, you got your phenomenal cosmic powers and your itty bitty living space. You know, you feel hoodwinked, bamboozled. You feel a little okey doke with this situation. You weren't aware that, or I won't say, yeah, you weren't aware that the situation is going to play out the way that it did. And it's not necessarily exactly what you had wished for. So Spirit is really needing you to be really specific on the things that it is that you desire in order for you to manifest those things. You don't have a balance within what it is that you want. Now, within that, you're going to have to fight to get out of the situation. It is not going to be easy. That's why the anchor card is there. There are contracts involved. You're going to probably have to obtain a lawyer or outside help with that sensei energy. You cannot resolve this situation on your own. Okay. You're going to have to fight. You're going to have to go in there and make sure that you battle it out for what's truly yours. However, the white flag energy is asking you to release control. You know, you need to do your due diligence, do what it is that you can do, but then also release what you can't, you know, and let Spirit work on its end to resolve what it can for you. For some of you guys, you need to wave the white flag on the contract altogether. You just need to kind of, I'm hearing, let it go, let it go, let it go. It's not, it's no longer productive to your life. And yes, you probably will take a loss with that nice card. Yes, you may have to deal with the situation. And yes, you may have to battle it out. And yes, you may have a loss coming from it, but we need to close the chapter on this so that in order for you to move forward, otherwise you will remain stuck and you will remain stagnant, Capricorn. Okay. Now, going into further clarification, you had the betrayal card. Okay. We also have, give me one moment because a lot of them just fell. Go. Seasons. Okay. Brazen. Celestial alignment. Doubling down on intuitive energy there. fearless love, and etheric chords. Okay, so to whomever this resonates for, if this is a situation with a partner, baby daddy, baby mama, ex-husband, anything like that, anything that you are tied to through children, there seems to be, that would be that contract, that accord. You have to realize that everything is giving this energy of you not wanting to leave the situation because you don't want to be a single parent. Okay. But what you have to understand is that everything is for a season. Okay. This is probably the end of the season of this relationship, this partnership, this contract, or whatever that it is, this accord that you have with someone. And you're going to need to be brazen about leaving it, okay? Knowing that everything is through God's divine timing, celestial alignment. Things will come together for you. You need to use your intuition, and especially those of you all who are parents, Capricorn, what is best for your children, okay? Use your intuition, listen to your gut, listen to spirit when they're speaking to you, because you do have a betrayal, okay? You do have that mistrust, that bold-faced lie, that secret that's coming about to really kind of put the nail in the coffin to this relationship, this accord, pact, or bond. Fearless love. You need to fearlessly love yourself and fearlessly love your children, Capricorn, and do what's best for you and your children. Okay? So, as we leave on out from here, we're going to go to your vibrational cards for the month, and then we'll close out. You have accept the gifts of the universe. Okay. So at some point in time, the month of April, you're going to get, what do they call it? You're going to get like an out. You're going to get like an opportunity. The door will kind of be cracked in order for you to leave the situation. Let's say that there's going to be an opportunity, an olive branch, if you will, that's going to come. The Lord is going to help you. God is going to give you a gift. And you need to jump on top of it. You need to get ready to bust a move, get ready to leave whatever situation when you see it, whenever it comes to you and you get that sign and you're like, oh, this is it. Clear the past, right? Clear the past, move on from it. Take the gift that the Lord is giving you and bust a move. And while you're doing that, you're going to need to expect the best. You're going to need to ask your spirit helpers. You're going to need to call on your runners, and you're going to need to be generous. And when you're being generous, be generous with yourself. Okay? Be generous with those that really may need more empathy in what they're going through. And that for some of you all, Capricorn, could be you all. Okay? So with that being said, this is going to conclude your messages for the month of April. I pray that this message resonated with you all. I pray that you all stay blessed and highly favored and protected out here in these streets. Until next time. Thank you so much for reaching the end of my video. If this message resonated with you, please like and subscribe to the channel. Please follow me on all of my social media platforms. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so in the link in the description box below.